Uh, Hello again, everybody. You know what? I'm going to take off my glasses. I only recently realized that my eyes have now gotten to be sort of haggard and sad and frowny enough that uh, it's hard to hide. That is to say, this has damaged my abilities as a character actor kind of permanently. Now, that is sort of a function of getting old too. I'm 52. So at some point you start to age into typecasting, basically being your fate as an actor. But still, this like Patrick McGee playing Desaad kind of 500-yard frown. You know, I mean, I guess it looks good on me. I guess it isn't sexy, that's for sure. Um, to well, now I'm bathed in sunlight and I can't tell how well you can see me. I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna look at it in a little while. Hopefully, I'm not ruining this video. Um, so one of the things I've been meaning to do, and I may actually have already started on it. Like I might actually be about to make a redundant video entirely. Is to watch all the horror movies, basically in the order they came out. Basically anything significant, anything worth a real comment. Uh, Anything really worth watching at this point actually is the main point, because I feel like the classic cinema, especially genre cinema, uh, druggy movies, horror movies, science fiction and fantasy movies, um, that there are definitely sustained points of continuing interest now. Movies you can throw on at a party and make people happy. Movies you could play at a theater and charge $10 a ticket and not feel like you were ripping off everybody but the most serious of the nerds in the crowd. And I'm not sure that the people who normally address this are best qualified to do so. They're they're the nerds who are happy to spend $20 a ticket to see some obscure fucking Russian movie nobody's ever heard of, because they've never seen it. Which includes me, but like I said, there's there's a broader, more sustained interest, especially in genre movies, especially horror movies. So that's we're going to start with horror here, and I'm going to recommend them in order. And if I've already done the first one, because I've definitely written about it 2 or 3 times now, trying to start on this little project, my apologies. Um, if you want to watch the great horror movies in the order they were released, starting at the beginning, your first stop on that route is to check out a 1911 Italian picture called Dante's Inferno. Obviously based on Dante's Inferno, the medieval Italian poem. More relevant, perhaps, is that it's based pretty closely on Goya's illustrations for Dante's Inferno. This movie is just stunning. I think it was lost for a long time. I think I certainly never heard of it when I was a kid. It seems to have appeared on the radar in the last 5 or 10 years. You can watch it on YouTube right now. There's some shabby prints that are translated, and usually there's a gorgeous print without translation that is titles in Italian only. I don't know how much that matters. One thing about this is it functions as a museum piece, as an installation piece, before and ahead of being a narrative feature. Now, it is also a narrative feature. It's based on Dante's Inferno. It's and the Goya illustrations. It's pretty close adaptation, pretty familiar. Super gothic, gorgeously designed. The costumes and sets and special effects, you just have to see it to believe it. It is one of those movies that it's hard to sustain the belief that you're looking at something that fucking amazing while you're looking at it. Um, in terms of like the general impression on an audience, it like falls in line with Begotten and Tetsuo and Eraserhead, that kind of thing. I suppose that may well be a self-explaining matter when we're talking about Goya and Dante and silent Italian cinema. But man, it I can't tell you enough how much this is not some bullshit art house cinema. Uh, like I said, if you want to watch every great horror movie in the order they came out, and no fucking around, like the movies that you're going to be happy you saw and thank me to have recommended. Yeah, start with the 1911 Italian Dante's Inferno. It is. I've seen it 3 or 4 times now, and it's just 1,000% rewarding. And you can thank me for that later. You will, if you watch it. All right, are we done here? Are we done here? Is that episode 1 in my soon-to-be ongoing series? Unless I forget again that I was fucking doing it already, in which case I am doomed to repeat this again and make another video about Dante's Inferno at some point.